everybody, welcome, welcome. Okay, let me just finish arranging things. Alrighty, let's open it up. Let it load. Yeah. Alrighty, okay, so what was I doing over here? It is a corpse. That is a piece of a corpse. Dead dude. Training dudes. Right. Very nice bench. Batman Spearman. Well, hopefully we got him. Okay. Items inaccessible. Sparring. Everybody stop being militia. Alright. Oh, hi, cat. Dude. Right. Alrighty. I should probably open up some tombs for non-residents. Like this guy. He's dead, and he therefore needs a tomb. Wrong direction. Yes, okay. So that one got specified to someone, I remember that much. Okay. Alrighty, so let's go. Let's take this one a little bit farther this way. And let's start a line of mining. I think that's right. Labor, standing orders, chores. Right. They feed the people, but they can reach, because they can't really reach much of anybody. Right. Alright. Yep, that. Okay. That should do it. Okay, who's fighting? More bat people. And you have the corpse. Ooh, troglodyte. More coffins. Room full of cages and traps. When did that get suspended? That one too. Swordsmaster. Masterpiece bins. Right. Make wooden bin. And there's a sparring session. I was digging lignite. That makes sense. Alrighty. I should have some doors. I do indeed have doors. Alright. Door, 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 door. Build furniture burial. You, you, you. Righty. Recover from the battle. Alrighty. Now I need to zone with tomb. Accept deceased citizens. Okay, so citizens or pets only. Okay. Yeah, that got taken immediately. Zone, tomb, multi. Done. Glassmaker. Leatherworker, carpenter. There he is. One of these ones at least. Well, anyway. Yes, you can indeed get over there. And we'll make it there eventually. Although the eventually is kind of the key point. Colony of termites. How are my bees doing? Well, there's not obviously not any here. The geese and the ganders and the chickens seem to be doing good. Let's double check them. Healthy, healthy, healthy. Yep, we got a drake. Peacock. Peahen. Turkey hen. Duck. Pet hen. Rooster. I got. Yep, that's looking good. Alright. Farmer's workshop. Move the goats down here. Okay. Okay, what do you want now? Export of warhammers. Well, I'm not making any really. How? Right. Bituminous coal. Hematite. Limonite. More bituminous coal. Axe Lord. Nice. Iron splint. Fine meal. Okay. Well, it looks like everything is basically doing all right for itself. Right. Gotta zone it for a dormitory. Gotta close off this area. Build constructions. Whoa. Two pieces of shale. Two pieces of shale. Build a door. After those have been built. All right. Got a wren and a damselfly. Big bows. Okay. Ah, waiting for its next check. Make bins, make food. Alrighty. Okay, so got the instruments. Milk animal, make cheese, process, spin thread, make more wheelbarrows. I think we're out of copper. Make parchment, make coffins, make nests. Okay. Do I have one that makes hives? Anywhere? Mug, jug, mug, pot, table, throne, pick. Cut gems, nope. I do not have any hive making. Okay. Add an order. Make rock hive. And a dozen hatch covers probably wouldn't hurt either. Rock hatch cover. All right. There we go. Now we'll never run out of hatch covers or hives again. Of course, everybody's training right here in the entryway to goods. All right. Might be ready to be split. And it's got a stink on it. Right. How's this one doing? Counts as outdoor access. Okay, what's growing? Blueberries. All right. Okay. I should probably assign a new dog here. Yes. You. And you. Right. And I am going to place a... Do I have hatches already? There it goes. And then once it's built, it needs to be connected by a lever. Sparring. Kids, get out of the way of the wall. Door, door, door. Well, they're gonna have fun, I guess. Right. Right. I am nearly out of logs, it seems. Right. I'll grab that section. Oh, that's a dead hen. I think I'll also grab those trees. I guess the strawberry plants bloom very early, or maybe late, because it's the middle of winter and they're harvestable. Right. Grey Langer has diverted to wild state. I promise you, I told somebody to train her. A named Buckler. Cool. Right. Other. Right. Do I maybe have to take them out of the cage to do their next set of training? Ugh. That would suck. There. Hurry, get this done now while the children are not actively in the way, please. Okay. Cave wheat, helmets, cave wheat, nice. Pigtails, lots of food for most of this, which is very, very nice. These hives don't count as having outdoor access. Despite having access to all this green, they doesn't count as being outside. Well, that sucks. Okay. Rotten mangled corpse. Rotten. Rotten. Lots of mangled bits. Okay. Mass. Claim forbid. Okay. Okay. Mangled skeleton. Mutilated corpse. That is a living hamster? That is a living hamster, I guess. Right. Now I want to know what they're doing with all these. Besides the hamster. Decorate with shell. Oh. I guess they found a use for it. You did not have to go into the miasma room. Okay. Masterpiece level cloth? Alright. Oh, good. The kiddos are finally have their own sealed off dormitory. Goody. We're out of lignite in that linked stockpile. Okay. Take from. Got lots of iron. Got lots of magnetite. Bit of platinum. Some hematite. Limonite. Bit luminous coal. And we have a new lamb. Nice. The bone carver is taken by a fey mood and is claimed a workshop. I'm not entirely sure why it insists on telling me every time somebody's been stung by a bee, but more pots, always useful. Cave spider silk cloth. Okay. All right. 6 yak bones and a piece of hematite. Okay. And a sparring match. Righty. Righty. Right. So, despite having eaten your entire pasture, you're healthy. The entire group of you. Mm. Well, at least in theory, people would be happy with rabbit pets. If I open up some of them to be rabbit pets, but only the neutered males. We don't want too many rabbit pets, after all. Righty. Thoughts, thinky thoughts. I should probably place one of my newly constructed door hatches here. Kiddos can pull it at basically any time. Okay, we're out of unrotten paper slurryable. We're out of unrotten processable. We're out of unrotten fruit. Righty. So now we need to build machine lever. Let's put it there. A yak bone left gauntlet. Okay. Alright. Also place down a hatch cover here. I'm out of hatch covers. Okay. Hello! I'm doing alright. I just trying to remember what's going on where and on what level. I am also attempting to catch one of these spiders. I know there are spiders because a big section of this got burned out. Yeah, over here-ish. Today, just about 45 minutes. Consistently since about October. Alrighty. I know there's a section that got burnt. Where did it go? Yeah, I do use Discord. Why do you ask? Right. Alright. I'm still trying to remember where those very nice diamonds went. Same as it is here, Ishil Pendragon. Doesn't matter. Does matter is keeping them from getting through. Do I have that hatch yet? Not yet. Did it get accepted? It has not yet been validated. But my manager is busy. Ready. Mayor's office. Okay. I manage my account. But yes, I did consistently get my name across the majority of platforms. Right. Depressed child. Stressed kid. Stressed kid. Healthy kid. You're an adult. You're an adult. Nope. Not the right kid. That kid. Not that kid. Nope. 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 No. Do you have Reddit? I'm a bit busy at the moment. Not that kid. Right. Ah, link. Link lever. Right. Alright. I will do that later. Okay. Where is the kiddo? Yeah. Haggard and thirsty. Right. Well, we have food, and there should be drink. And you're almost old enough to leave the child floor. I guess there's not all that much I can do about it. Okay, we got drink. There is food and drink if he wants them. So, and we are still out of. Okay. We are still out of copper. Limonite, colonite, claystone, mudstone, colonite, limonite, bauxite, siltstone, hematite, jet, mica, galena, I should probably be able to get some copper out of the galena, even if most of it is silver, yeah? Cooked a masterpiece. Cool. We have all the we have more nest boxes, but we don't need to make more. So they can just sit out of tin. I think I'm going to make sure I have. Okay, so you are owned. Right. If I make them pets, will they be less likely to get themselves pregnant? Okay, so I have 2 bucks, so we're going to gild that one, I think. Actually, you know what? We are not going to make those 2 pets, we are going to slaughter them. Rabbit is good eating, even if it is not as good in the game. Coffins, yes. Build coffins. People's pets. At least for now. Door. Nice, I got a bunch more doors now. Okay, so build tombs. Build zone tombs multi done. Right. Zone. Animal tombs. Animal tomb. Animal tomb. Animal tomb. Animal tomb. Animal tomb. Animal tomb. I should probably be making more animal tombs. Okay, mine it out. Okay. Cancel mining on just that strip. Return to mining right there. What you got? Big body. That's what you got. Sheep wool trousers. New goat kid. Weather is cleared. Stuff is cleared out. Alrighty. Lots of people excited to bury their pets. More fine meals. Okay, so they have wine. Okay, so they do have a duck egg, hen egg, raspberry stew, blueberry stew. Ooh, they have very nice blueberry stew. Okay. That's at least 3 days worth. Pretty sure. For the kiddos. Right. Olan, Uneb, Sarah, Ingish, Bimbu, Gumil, Zakik, Mizbuth, Fath, Sarah, Morul, Kosuth, Rokon, Ral, Sun, Irush, Zakit, Kivish, Zathith, Nail, Ashmael, Sulgarton, Bash, God, Babuk, Ingiz, Bimulzan, Mizbuth, Fulgar, Aban, Nope, 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 no, no. There he is. Or maybe I mixed him up with someone else. I probably need more mugs. I almost certainly need more mugs. Well, at least he drank something. She drank something. Health. No wounds. No injuries. She got injured. Got fixed. Healed. Sutures. Slow to heal and unquestionably weak. Alright. Yarn trousers. How's that Galena going? Well, it's being mined out pretty nice. It just doesn't have anything else attached to it at the moment, really. And it's also not being hauled up particularly well. Large rat has reverted to a wild state. Okay. Alrighty. Ah, yes, bedrooms. Mine. Out. Bedrooms. Build. Doors. Along the side. And put down beds. Bed. 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 And then build furniture chests. Coffer. 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 coffer, 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 coffer. 8. That's all the ones that are available at the moment. Now we need to build cabinets. Cabinet, 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 cabinet. That one already has one. Cabinet, cabinet, cabinet. Alrighty. And now we need to zone the new bedrooms. Alrighty. That settled for a long moment. Okay. Door. 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 Coffin. 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 Zone. Tomb. Zone. Critter. Critter. Pet. That one's already assigned. Pet. Pet. That one's already assigned. Alrighty. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Where did they go this time? Oh, there they are. Still. Dejected to be wearing old clothing. Prone to hatreds, and it often develops negative feelings, low sense of self-esteem, finds humor in most situations, often feels discouraged after getting caught in the rain, can handle stress after major injury. Okay. Well, kid, you only have 2 more years and then you can be not a child anymore. And stuck on the children's floor. It's not the hematite. Or make rock door. Tetrahydrite. Magnetite. Indigo tourmaline. Bauxite. Okay, I've got to check the barrow. Okay, so it goes all the way out to here. So if I, not the one I wanted, but okay. So I have just shy of 50. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and then if I can just assign these to the children. Should I be able to just assign them to the children? Alrighty. Beginning of the year, and it's a save. It's gonna take a minute. Okay. Alrighty. While it's saving, get some water. It's good for you. It just takes it a long minute to finish loading. While he does that, I would drink all the water and then maybe get up and go get more. Okay. Oh, looks like while I was stretching, the loading finished. All right. So they're going to come up, and I already have door, door, door. All right. Door. That's two doors, and I can definitely assign one of them to him, her. That's a her. And we have our whole cycle. Looks like we're going to be having another iron buckler get named here in the near future. All right, let's take this bed and break it down and have it to be placed over here. Oh, dwarf scholar Sunless Hunter is visiting. That's an interesting combination. All right, so we take this. We have yet another named buckler. And we make it a bedroom. And we assign it. There. Alrighty. Sung by Honeybee. Okay. Spring has arrived and the weather is cleared. Alrighty. Log the trees. Maybe remove that logging order so we can place the one down here on the trunk base. Why are you not selecting this tree? Because you got selected up there. Alright. There it goes. Yet another buckler seems to be about to be named. Cloudberries. Prickleberries. Boulders and walnuts. Yep. All the gatherables here. And all the gatherables here. I guess there's not any gatherables here. Alrighty. Look at this giant list of buckets. I do not need to be making more buckets. I just need these buckets to be collected and utilized. It is probably more buckets than I actually need. But if everybody grabbed a bucket and filled in the space or this space, then we would have a lot of plantable space. But nope, they don't want to make it into plantable space, so we work with what we have, more or less. This is more the space that could be turned into plantable space. Some of it is already plantable space, roughly. And they're working on it. It's just very slow. Dead blackberry bushes. Spelt finger millet. Fisherberries. Dead pea plants. Blueberry bushes. Barley. Well, lots of things are going to eat. Which means lots and lots of places for things to go wrong. What is this? Ant colony. Okay. Large rat train. How has it been missing? It lives in a cage. It. Masterpiece almond wood bin. New planter. Large copper wheelbarrow. We're still out of copper. Oh, there's new puppies. Somebody got stung by a bee. Alrighty. Oh, and it has decided to be raining. Oh, it's spring. There's not much else you can expect. What is it? We're out of plump helmet seats. We're also out of quarry bush seats. Still. Add new task. Brew drink from plant. Nope. Cancel. Lots of barley seeds. Okay, we got tuber beer. Theoretically, at least, it should be impossible to run out of plump helmets. Because the plump helmets just get eaten and turned into. Do I need to disable them from being eaten? Labor. Kitchen. All fruit, veg, leaf, plump helmets. I have 30 of them. I have 30 of them. How do I not have any spawn? I'll turn off the cooking permission for a little bit. Because that'll use them up without making new seeds. Got blueberries, got raspberries, got garden cress, got pears. Too bad I can't make pear seed, plant pears. Alright. Ore of gold, hematite is ore of. Okay, I saw an ore of copper. Well, copper nuggets, obviously. Cellerite, selenite, satin spar, raw adamantine, platinum nuggets, obsidian, native aluminum, marbles of flux, limonite, lignite, limestone is a flux, gypsum makes plaster powder, dolomite is a flux, galena is silver and lead, not silver and copper, okay. Calcite is a flux. Alabaster makes plaster powder. Well, considering I'm out of copper, I guess I just have to disable stuff made out of copper. Okay, so make copper, brass, make bronze. Those both use copper. So I should have a decent number of brass and bronze. I just make copper wheelbarrow. Which copper wheelbarrow? Okay. So I guess I have to remove it. And then I should have a decent amount of bronze, I think. Forge. Bronze. Wheelbarrow. I should also be making pig iron and steel. And did I make billion, make brass, make bronze, make electrum, make fine pewter, trifle pewter, hematite, limonite, magnetite, brew, make, no. I guess not. Make pig iron bars and make steel bars. Right. That'll do that. And there it goes. I probably do not need to be making pig iron every day, but it'll do well enough. And of course they decide to yak all over, or at least spill all over the hatchway. Okay, sparring match, wooden bin, iron splint. Alrighty. They're planting barley and harvesting the last of the chicory. check. Do you have enough gypsum powder? You do have all the gypsum powder you desire. You need some more crutches, but you don't need more splints. All right. You do need more soap. Drink from plant. Okay, spider silk. Dye cloth. Let's dye a lot of the cloth. And let's dye a bunch of the thread, because if I dye the thread, then I don't have to dye the cloth. At least in theory. And I have silk. Dress. And silk loincloths. And cloth. Shirt. And cloth. Trousers. And yarn tunic. And yarn vest. Because clothes are getting old, we need to be ready to replace our clothes. Do I have a storage for clothes? Finished goods, furniture, stone, wood. I do not seem to have storage for clothes. Alright. So we need to add a stockpile. That looks pretty good. And custom cloth. Okay, so that's just thread, cloth. Okay. Is it under finished goods then? Amulets, armor, backpacks, chains, other materials. I guess it's here? I don't... Armor. Ah, okay, so here's where it is. Okay, so we need dresses, capes, cloaks, coats, shirts, tunics, vests, robes, togas. Well, maybe not togas. And shoes, socks, sandals. Loincloths, skirts, trousers, shield, alrighty. That should set it, I think. Okay, so there's a rat corpse. How did it end up in stockpile and not... Alright. Alright. Not back in the cage where it was supposed to be. Okay, so there's a rat in the area around here. Either died or it got chased off. So that's cool, I guess. Sparring. No unrotten dye item. Okay. Make cheese, your animals, spin thread, process plants, milk animal, spin thread, milk animal. Okay. They have all this hair and some extra wool. Turn the hair into the thread. Okay. Add new task. Process plants. Process plants to barrel. Animal is going to become straight llama. Nice. Let me check. Wrong button, but that works anyway. Okay. Llamas. Llamas. Okay. One adult llama. Just one adult llama. Ah, two adult llama. Two adult female llama. Ah, there's the male. Alright. I'll leave him alone for a while. Masterpiece level silk dress. Make coffer, collect sand. Right. No, no. Ha. Still haggard. Okay. Okay, if I just line this room with instruments, but the dormitory is right there. I should probably, I think, just this piece of lip cloth. What if I just set down furniture, chest, 1, 2, 3, 4 coffers in the dormitory where it can theoretically be used to store stuff. For the kiddos. And simultaneously come over here. Okay, so they've got most of the goblets they desire. Can I assign one of the children as the performer? I cannot. Alrighty. Do the kiddos ever actually go into the tavern now that I think about it? I don't think they do. So we got some adults heading in there. We've got the puppies wandering wherever they want. The kids go through the hospital, but I don't see them going into the tavern. They're over in the stockpile for the tavern, but they're not in the tavern zoning itself. Okay. Although I do wonder what you are doing with the wheelbarrow. Why, yes, you are hauling it around rather than using it. Why are you hauling it around? That is a giant pile of mugs. Okay. have a thought. Oh, it just says that it is a coffer and not really what's inside of it, even though I know. Huh. Okay. I think I need to make more mugs. Giant rat cage. Giant rat corpse. Large rat corpse. Okay, so assign giant rat. Tame toad. I have honeybees. So that's how I sell my honeybees. I can just assign them to a cage. Giant rat. Okay. Okay. So if a lot of the mugs are bound up here, then I need, and the kids aren't going in and getting the mugs, so I need to turn down pretty drastically the number of desired goblets. Let's set it at 10. And oh, a new migrant. Just one. A butcher. All right. And now we have another calf. All right, we're out of clay stones. Alrighty. Okay, so I should probably make some new gloves. And I bet I could place down more doors. And grab some more of these beds. even if they can't access it. You're asleep. And then build them here. Another named buckler. I have like 5 or 6 of those at this point. It is getting to the point of mildly ridiculous. That was the last of the beds. All right. And then we zone bed multi done, and assign them to children yes, because this is the children and temples floor. A buckler and a hammer got named. We have another lamb and a baby llama. It is raining because that's what it does in spring. The depression-prone one is not the one that keeps getting the depression. This one is. Where is she actually? Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Hamster remains. Oh. Those will show up eventually. Masterpiece level hemp shirts. Brew drink from plant. Side of claystone. Bauxite, dolomite, dolomite, bauxite, gypsum, claystone, colonite. Mine the colonite. And the limonite. Might as well. More colonite, more limonite. Not hematite right now. Well, that's a decent run of galena. Tetrahydrate. Very useful. sphalerite. We have a new baby alpaca. Process plants. There will be clay stones. Just wait like 10 minutes, okay? Although that might be approximately equivalent to like 3 days. So. Alright. There should be some goblets in here. Wood bin number 30. Bin. Iron bin. Okay. Did it say what it was made of? I didn't recall specifically that I did. But we're still looking for bin number 30. 36. Right. Going. Okay, so where's the 30? Okay. Walnut wood. Okay, walnut wood bin. Nut wood bin. Okay. Okay, so it's not showing up here. Maybe it's empty? Nope. Yep. It is empty. What happened to all the toys? Finished goods. I guess I need to have it make more toys. Have it make more toys. I probably have enough equals and contos. Other objects. Let's do brass, I think. Forge, brass, toy, repeat. An animal is grown to become a stray ram. Stone carver, yellow jasper. All right. And we have a new set of hatch covers. Somebody got stung by a bee. All right. Extra gems are always useful. All right, it's just trucking along. Right. You are going to be here longer than some of the others. You seem to be doing reasonably well. All right. Yes, I went and made sure that every one of the options had something. Why did I leave it fallow? And that is the honeybees. Struck bloodstone. Okay. Mudstone. Says bloodstone, and I came to it, and I do not see any bloodstone. I don't know. Oh, there it is. All right. Okay, so beekeeper. Hi, Master Beekeeper. Nice. Alrighty. Oh, no. Nope. 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 Well, there's a child in the inn tavern. new lamb. Duck egg stew. 33 masterpiece level duck egg stew. Well, I guess people are going to be feasting on very nice duck egg stew. Ooh. Okay, so bloodstone. Cassandrite. And fire opals. Fire opals will make an excellent trading value. All right. Milk quartz. Well, how is she supposed to get unhaggard if she's not eating? Milk animal, make Coke. All right. I bet there's more doors though. Yep. Door. 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 And zone. Bedroom. Done. Assign. 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 Mine. Standard. They got some new rooms. I've got almost all the adults roomed, so nope. if I just collect some of the beds I've placed down. Assigned to, all right, lemon of ores. Assigned to lemon of ores. This is the brass candies. What happens if I assign this to the brass candies? Right. Oh, not an awful lot. All right. Place down a bed and a second bed and a third bed. All right. And mine those sections out and place down cabinets. Well, I've got 2 available at the moment. Well, stray dog. Time for him to get his training then. Stray dog. Stray dog. Ding dog, war dog, stray dog. Okay, puppies, lambs, puppies. Okay. Okay, alpaca, baby, bunny, dog. Let's and you build furniture chest. and zone, bedroom, all right, and then bed, chest, and we have bed goes there, and there, there, and there, and there, and bed, dwarf, peddler, necromancer. Well, really knows how to make masterpiece level clothing, I guess. Right. Brown, jasper. Nice agate, pyrite, tetrahedrite, cowlinite, more cowlinite, turquoise, more turquoise. All right. Smoky quartz. And where is the... Okay, so that's smoky quartz and bloodstone. So where's the jasper? Milk quartz, pyrite, turquoise, turquoise, smoky quartz, brown jasper. No wonder I couldn't see it. It blended in so well. Haggard. Okay, why are you guilty dwelling upon resting? You gotta rest. Currently more confident. Currently more rude. Currently more fearless. Currently more shameless. Currently less private. Currently more thoughtless. Affronted by the whole notion of maintaining decorum. Because she's wearing hand-me-downs. Believes the idea of war is utterly repellent and would have peace at all costs because she got seriously hurt. Finds sacrifice to be the height of folly because trauma. Dreams of mastering a skill. She's bored out of her brain. That's why she keeps, with the depression, she's bored out of her brain. Elite Wrestler and Hamler Lord are sparring. Okay. What bed got cancelled? Resume the bed. Alright. Okay, so I placed all the beds I've got space for. And otherwise haven't already placed. Alrighty. Do I have more cabinets? There's one already there. I have one. Well, somebody will like that. Planter with a spouse and 2 lovers. Cat chases the dog around. Share the med. 3 puppies have grown up. Dog, 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 dog. Name. Okay. And there. Well, you'll get retrained. Smoky quartz. Automated. Yes. And more Galena. Nice. Alright. I should probably, once this finishes curling back around a bit more, make a shortcut. In fact, I will do that right here. Okay, we're out of copper stones. We're out of empty, unused plant cloth. Do we have any dye? No. Eh. Dye cloth, dye thread. Collect webs, weave everything. Where's a well-crafted item? What are you wearing? You spilled. Oh no, that's in your water skin. What does this X mean? I am not sure. All right. They all keep saying they don't really care about anything anymore, so I wonder if maybe, but they could all take break if they wanted to. Hmm. Okay, but I've got a temple for Bird, the Gem of Crystal. Got a splatter of blood on your elbow. Okay. Sand citrine. Banded agate. And yellow jasper. And turquoise. All right. We're still out of dye. Okay. All right. Should do nicely. Ooh, there's lavender jade. You know what? I have a glass furnace. I bet I can make more glass doors. Portal. Repeat. And maybe let's make 2 book bindings because I can, and a scroll, 2 scroll rollers. All right. Objects. Written content. Uncanny wedge. Hemp choir. Concerns the reason why the red is effective. Prose is amateurish at best. Okay, so we have a choir. We've got to take the choir and then we've got to bind it. At least I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Alright. While that is in the process, I'm going to go and I am going to use the bathroom. I will be right back. Alrighty. Okay, so sparring, bunch of stuff can't be made right now. Lignite, white chalcedony, maracasite. I'm gonna go check on that later. Somebody's finished their training. We have a new lamb. Our coffins have been finished being made. We have a very nice silk dress. And another sparring session. All right. And the bookbinding has not been made. Okay. We should have at least one somewhere. At least in theory. So, white chalcedony. Grab that one little bit of colinite. And there's the lignite. Nice. Alright. And maracasite. That is a lot of lignite indeed. Okay, so we'll mine out. Citrine. Very pretty maracasite. Sandrite. One little piece of colinite. Alrighty. And we're out of unrotten paper plants. That's okay. Alrighty. Alright, so wood stockpile, armor stockpile that should actually be mostly clothes, assuming I did it correctly. Actually, you know what? Custom. Other materials. Silk, yarn, plant cloth. So if we click none and then other materials, silk, yarn, plant cloth, that should almost certainly just get us our clothes. And just the clothes. Alright. Yeah. And then there's just an empty bin. I should probably temporarily suspend my bin making order. Wooden bin, wooden bin. Wooden bin. Okay. Yeah, I think I have enough bins for the rest of the year. And this way, at least theoretically, at least some of them should end up getting condensed. There is no altar here. Build furniture offering place. Oh, that was the last one I had available. Okay, another masterpiece dress. Out of spare fruit. Sparring session. We've got biscuit and billion bars. Instruct limonite. All right. Very nice. And it's not an awful lot of lignite, but we can use it. That should very easily help to get everything out. Or at least a little bit more easily than it's going right now. All right. Don't really need much hematite. Thought I saw something sitting. I guess it doesn't matter. Built quartz. Like iron splint. Cut gems. Make rock pot. And we're going to get another iron buckler naming. See? Green tourmaline. Okay. Oh, there it is. Brew drink. Masterpiece loincloth. Sparring. Alrighty. Alrighty. Mechanic, tanner, leatherworks, cutting gems. Alright. You're sitting on it, but you haven't claimed it. Do dimple cups need to be processed to a bag? Possibly. And he's making cheese. Alright. Do I have extra bags? And I should probably make some more water skins too. Make water skins. That way most of them should have one. Most people, Most of the dwarves should have one. I'm still not sure what backpacks do. Yep. Glass furnace. Green glass. Vials. And process plants to vial. There should be at least some of them, yeah? At least in theory. Bauxite and adventurine. Okay, so bauxite, yeah, but they're adventurine. All right. Child. Well, you should have new clothes soonish. Well, don't you have a place where you're supposed to be? Sand collection, ready to slaughter. Well, you should be with the ram. Should be with the other creatures. Okay. About to milk a stray you. Okay. Got llama wool. Cancels brew from fruit. Okay, that's probably going to be the last set of bins we get for a while. Ooh, coffers. Masterpiece pearwood bins. Masterpiece llama wool cloth. Dwarfs. Coffer. 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 Cabinets. Cabinet. 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 Coffer. Coffer. Hello! Welcome! I have a floor of bedrooms. Most of them are very basic. I don't think anybody particularly cares, except for the mayor, who has to have the fancy room. Well, it is quite the learning curve. And I am not sure what that is, nor how to attach it to my game. Alright. What? Can't sell any tables. Alright. I'll see about giving that a try sometime. See if I like it. Okay, I think I have all the splints I'm going to need. Where's make iron splint? Where's make forge iron splint? Forge iron iron splint, iron splint, iron splint. Well, theoretically there's a wiki. Also, the one I'm on is free, so makes it worthwhile to give it a shot. But you do have to go to the official Dwarf Fortress website to get to it. And it comes looking like this. How? Iron split. Why are you making them daily? We do not need to make them daily. Otherwise, I'm pretty much a beginner myself. Okay, sparring. And like I said, I'm not entirely sure how to attach mods to it, and most of what I've otherwise been seeing is mods suggestions. Masterpiece level water skins. I do not think I need to be notified every time somebody makes a masterpiece level item. Okay, we're out of tanned hides. Okay. And if I could, I would take the still, brew from plant, and I would assign it to make from the plump helmet spawn, so I could have plump helmet spawn. There is a tutorial. Some of it doesn't work as well as it's probably meant to. All right. Alrighty. Take down just a little bit. That is probably more beds than actually needed, but okay. That stockpiles out of lignite again. Changing of cycle. It is now summer. Brew drink from plant. Okay. And sparring going on. I need to check that I have all the children assigned to the children's section, and only the children assigned to the children's section. Alright, yes. Okay. Although, make very certain you neuter your male animals because you only need one or slaughter them, or both, because you only need one or two to reproduce for your entire fortress. And otherwise, you will outdo your computer space fairly quickly. Outbreed. is sparring. Okay. Dwarves suspended the construction of bed. Please do not suspend the bed. A vile force of darkness has arrived. Okay, so we got goblins. Not anybody on constant training. Okay. Alright, so I have goblins. They're going to come try to kill everything. While that's going on, confirm. Pull the lever, child. Most important task. Yeah, that's why the children have their own special room. Dead, dead. Okay, so where's the snatcher? I see there's two of them, and they generally come in threes. Crossbowman, crossbowman. Dead. Well, that killed them all. And close that. Back to sparring they go. Axe Lord has entered a martial trance. More puppies. All right. So, yeah. This bedroom in the not too distant future is going to come up available because the child will become an adult. Although that will probably be a few weeks from now. Furniture, bed, 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 bed. Okay, BPR. Door, 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 bed, bed, bed. Not vain. All right. Okay, now I grab that and zone it for bedrooms. And also assign these. Because if there is already a child assigned to the very tiny bedroom, then there will be no adult taking over the limited number of bedrooms that are going to be in the children's area. And also, I will kick the adults out. Ah, yes, there are doors, there's just rocks in the way. Okay. Door, door, door. Leave the hallway. Not putting down that door. Build. Furniture. Bed. 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 Zone. Bedroom. Make the bedrooms. Assign the bedrooms. All right. Jet. Nice. Weather. Bunch of stuff has been made. Got a manager. Still out of plump helmet spawn. Still out of copper. And we're out of tin. Also, they're sparring. Alrighty. Okay. Trained, semi-wild. And I would guess you've got nicer clothes. Yep, nicer clothes. Ooh, okay. Ooh, caravan. Yes. Okay. Bins. Finished goods. Finished goods. Gem. Gem bin. Gem bin. Gem bin. Gem bin. Finished goods. Gem bin. Gems. I need the potash. Iron eco. I need most of that. Nope. Definitely not that one. Okay. Finished goods. Nope. Nope. Okay. Where's my gem bin? Gem. Gem. Gem bin. Okay. And then it'll check those barrels, bars, beds, bin, buckets. I have a whole lot of buckets of water. Also, why is this bin worth like 100 times as much as the rest of these? It's worth even more than the masterpiece bucket. Did it get decorated or something? Anyway, let's send them off with three, uh, three, 6, 10. Yep. Cages. Okay, cloth. Coffins. Crutches. Doors. Floodgates. Shale mugs. Oh, goblets in general. Hatch covers, logs, meat, mechanisms, musical instruments. I have a bunch of these. That's probably more than enough. Splints, statues, stones, no, tables. Thread, thrones, tools, traction, weapon. Okay. And then, because he takes absolutely forever, you are immediately requested at the depot. All right. Sparring. Needs unrotten fruit. Okay. Oh, it's carrot plants this season. Ratweed. Barley. Chicory. Alright. Oh. Oh, the bard is going out to say hello to his kinsman. Probably. Human Mace Man is visiting. Pea plants. Garden cress is ready. The prickleberries are ready. The pea plants are not ready. The radishes are ready. Chicory. Oh. Alrighty. I just had a thought. Okay. Gilded Tom. Hen, llama. Okay. Hen, ram, ewe. Okay, I've got 2 adult ewes and several lambs. What kinds of lambs do I have? I have a ram lamb, a ewe lamb. Well, let's geld this younger ram lamb. And uh, this one. and slaughter the ewes. That'll leave me with 2 ewes and 2 rams, 3 ewes and 2 rams. Okay. Water buffalo bull, water buffalo cow, stray horse geld. Okay, slaughter him. Okay. So I got 2 female stray gray langurs. I should be able to breed them. I've got water buffalo bull. I've got water buffalo bull. Okay. Cow calf. Ram lamb. Baby llama. Baby pack up. Okay. And if I move the extra ram lambs over here, when they're old enough, well, first I have to let them get gelded. And then when they're old enough, I can just slaughter them. Human Mace Man is visiting. People get stung by honeybees. The merchants are here. Is my broker? Yes. We're awaiting one item. What are we waiting for? I don't think it cares all that much. Okay. Buckets. Meat. Fish. Bauxite jug. Gem. Okay, do you have any sort of interesting plants? Ha! Buckroot and garden cress and bloated tubers. So I've got garden cress growing here. Got fisherberries, ratweed, bloated tubers. Okay, artichokes, cranberries, blueberries, blackberries, and okay, so they have 2-humped camels, which means that at some point I should be able to buy. Ooh, they have both kinds of camels, 1-humped and 2-humped. All right. We got a whole bunch of stuff, and they got a whole bunch of stuff. What is in the jug, actually? I don't know. And no need to trade anymore. So, if there's any one thing I would recommend above everything else, it would definitely be have a pencil and paper at hand. Now that I think about it a while. Milk animal has been completed. Okay. Make rock hatch cover. Excuse me. Actually, I think I'm going to be ending this early, and I will see you all later.